and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine. I make lifestyle and beauty videos. If you're returning, welcome as well. Thank you so much for your love and support. I truly do appreciate it. So for today's video, I am going to be doing a get ready with me. So today we are taking some pictures because my little brother is graduating high school. So we are going to be taking some pictures today just for his graduation. So I'm going to get ready. As you can see here, this is the final look. I honestly really love how it came out. I didn't know what I was going to do in the beginning, but I think everything came out really nicely. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, go ahead and just keep on watching.
Okay guys, so the first thing that I am going to be doing is putting in some clips on my hair just so it doesn't get in the way as I'm doing my makeup. So I got these clips on TJ Maxx that were about $3 or $4. The next thing that I'm going to be using is the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil. This is such a good brow pencil. It's definitely a dupe for the Anastasia if you really like that other one. It's just, this one's just a lot more cheaper. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is just outlining my brows with the pencil. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the other eyebrow as well. And then on some days, I'll go ahead and use a pomade. But for this specific day, I want to just go ahead and use the pencil. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. What I like to do is that I like to fill in starting from the end. And then as soon as I get closer, I kind of brush them up so they can look a little more natural. So I know our brows are going to look a little bit crazy when you're doing this step, but trust me, it's going to look so good at the end once we start cleaning it up. I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer and this Morphe brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up my brows to give it that perfect look. Now I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and just cleaning up that concealer that I put under my eyebrows. This is such a good brush for this specific step. It literally just smooths out that concealer so much better than any type of sponge that you're using. So I definitely recommend using this brush. Now I'm going to go in with my NYX Professional Makeup Proof Fit Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. This is such a good primer if you really want your eyeshadow to last the whole entire day. I have been using this for months now and it has never failed me. Now using my finger, I'm going to go ahead and just dab that product on my lid just to really distribute it all over. So now I'm going to go in with my Dominique Latte palette and using an e.l.f. brush. This is just a regular blending brush. I'm going to go ahead and grab that vanilla cream and just dab that all over to kind of set that primer that I just used. Now taking another e.l.f. blending brush, I'm going to go into the palette and grab that color Caramel and put that all over my crease area. And we're going to be using this color as our transition shade because I think it's so beautiful on that crease area. So you're just going to go ahead and do like window motions and kind of go back and forth just to really set that product onto your crease. So the next shade that we're going to be using is Hazelnut, and I'm going to also put that on my crease area, but I'm also going to put that all over my lid. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that Hazelnut and Vanilla shades together just to really give me that pretty look. So again guys, you want to go ahead and just keep blending those colors together. The more you blend, the better your eyeshadow is going to look because we don't want any hard edges or anything like that. And then the next color that we're going to go in is with Mocha, and using an e.l.f. brush as well again, we're going to be putting that on the outer corner of our eyes. And I'm first just going to go ahead and just dab that product in there, and then I'm going to start blending, and I'm only going to be focusing just on the outer corner. Now I'm going to be going in with the shade Macchiato, and then I'm going to be using a Morphe brush. I'm going to go ahead and spray it just so I can get the product really nicely on the eyelid. And then I'm just going to start putting that product onto my eyes. I did notice though that I was having a little bit of trouble kind of distributing this product. So you're going to go ahead and see me use my fingers instead because it just made it so much more easier. And I don't have nails on right now, so it was a lot more easier for me to use this method. So I definitely recommend to use your fingers because it just applies the product so much better. So I went back and used the brush just so I can clean it up, especially on that crease area, just so I can make it very nicely. It did take me a little bit more time doing this part right here, but it came out really nicely. Going back in with that mocha color and that e.l.f. blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more on the outer corner just so it doesn't look too harsh between the macchiato and then the mocha as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of that pumpkin spice and also caramel, and then using a smaller e.l.f. brush, I'm going to go ahead and put that on the crease area just so you can really see that transition shade on there. Now I'm going to go ahead and use just a makeup wipe just to clean up the fallout that I did have. I didn't have too much, but I'm just going to go ahead and clean that up. And now for my favorite part is the eyelashes. I'm going to go in with this eyeliner number 126. And then I'm going to go ahead and curl my eyelashes first. And then using my ColourPop mascara, it's the one in the BFF, I'm going to go ahead and apply that on my eyelashes. Then I'm going to go in with my favorite eyelash glue, which is the Kiss one, and then just apply my eyelashes onto my eyes. This is where you guys are going to see such a big difference on the eyeshadow. When I tell you that wearing eyelashes make such a big difference and then just improves your eyeshadow look, I completely mean it. You're going to go ahead and see how it looks when I'm finished putting on my eyelashes. Like, do you guys see that? It is so pretty. I know I still needed to do a little bit more blending, but it's okay. We are learning, we're beginners, and you know, it all just takes practice. So that's what we're going to be doing on my channel. And then I went in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer Water. I'm using the Rose one, and this is one of my favorite primer waters. And now I'm going to go in with my Catrice Goodbye Pores. This honestly really does work. I have a lot of pores on my nose area and kind of like above my cheeks areas. So I like to go ahead and just kind of dab that in before I go in and kind of distribute the product. And this really does fill up my pores and you can't even notice them. So I highly recommend you guys checking this one out if you do struggle with larger pores. Now I'm gonna go in with a couple of primers, but the first one that I'm using is this Haley's Refined Face Primer. Now this primer works really good. It really does smooth out your skin to apply your foundation a lot more better. And then it is just a kind of like a sheer coverage, and it just works really good. Now I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Matte Primer, and then I like to apply this on the areas where I know I get really oily. So it's mostly on my T-zone area, which is my nose, you know, my chin, and then my forehead. And this really does help control those oils. And the best part is that it does say it's matte, but it's not too matte where it's going to dry out your skin. Now I'm going to be using my Haley's Reform Liquid Luxe Foundation. This is such a beautiful foundation that I have been raving about on my last couple of videos. It is an oil-free liquid foundation which gives you a medium to buildable coverage for just a natural, healthy looking glow. And it just looks so beautiful on the skin. I have been honestly obsessed with it because it doesn't look like my face is cakey, and it just gives you that beautiful luminous finish, and you can always build it up if you do want that full coverage. And then this foundation is really good for normal, combination, and oil skin, so it honestly works with everybody, so I recommend you guys checking this one out. And then I don't know why it looks so light, because trust me, that's not how it looks in person, but don't worry about that now. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution Full Define Coverage Concealer, and then just gonna go ahead and apply that kind of like in a triangular, but not really. Put that under my eyes just so I can get that full coverage look. And then using this e.l.f. concealer sponge, I'm going to go ahead and just dab that product into my skin. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and I believe I got the shade Medium. And then using this Real Technique brush, I'm just going to go ahead and just set my under eyes. I feel like I could have gotten the shade Light, to be honest, so I'm probably going to go ahead and order that one as well, just so I can have like two different options. And then now going in with my Collab Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. This is in the shade Ivory. I'm just going to go ahead and use this to kind of set the whole entire face using a Real Technique brush. And then to bronze up our face, I'm going to go in with my Silky Matte Bronzing Powder from Milani. And then this one is in the shade Sunkissed, which is a medium cool brown. And then just using a Morphe brush, I'm going to go ahead and apply that on my face. And then going in with my Milani Bake Blush in the shade Luminoso, I'm going to be using this brush that I got from Amazon and then just applying that on my cheeks area. So this shade is a little bit more on the peachy side, so I feel like it looks really, really beautiful on the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of distribute that product on my cheeks area, making sure I don't put too much, because sometimes I go so heavy-handed and I tend to put too much and then I have to kind of clean it up. And then now I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild highlighting powder. This one's in the shade Golden Flower Crown. And then using another Morphe brush, I'm going to go ahead and put this on my high parts of my cheek area. And then going in with the shade Hazelnut, I'm going to take this flat brush and then apply this on the lower part of my eyes just to give it a really nice look at the end. And then going in with this Morphe pencil brush, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of smudge that eyeshadow, just give it a really nice look. And then to set everything, I'm going to go with my Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. Now this setting spray works really good, to be honest, but I don't like the spritzer on this. I feel like it's shooting like straight to my face, but as far as the product, I feel like it works really, really nicely. So I like to put a good amount, and then I don't have a fan, so I just kind of use whatever I can grab on my desk to just kind of fan that out. And then during this part, you don't want to make any facial expressions because you don't want your face to set like that. Then I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel in the shade Brunette and just kind of set my brows. And then I'm going to go in with my KKW Beauty in the shade Nude 2 and just outline my lips. And then taking a Maybelline lipstick, I'll put the name down in the description box, but I'm going to put this on my lips, and I feel like this shade with the lip liner together just looks so beautiful. And then going back with my ColourPop BFF mascara, I'm just going to apply that on my lower lashes, and then this is going to go ahead and just complete the final look.
So that completes today's video. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. I am trying to learn how to take these like makeup videos, so you did see me move the camera a couple times. Just bear with me until I figure out exactly how I want it to be. But I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. I honestly really enjoyed playing with the Dominique palette. I think this is such a beautiful palette and you get so many beautiful colors in here. So definitely will be doing more videos with this one here. But if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe down below to be part of my journey here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that post notification button to be notified every time I post a new video. And I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Bye guys!